Hi everyone, welcome back to Game Mobile HD Graphic. Our team found a lot of interesting MMORPG that have been released, upcoming MMORPG and the most anticipated MMORPG games mobile, with the best graphic and 100% really worth to play MMORPG in the future. Even some of these games is on progress, but at least my subscribers know it and anticipate it just like me. Top 12 Best MMORPG Games Mobile. Best Game MMORPG Free-to-play games for Android iOS. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Light of Tale New Era. Light of Tale New Era. This new MMORPG is a remake from the previous version, which is this MMORPG is getting successful. The number of the active players is really massive on each server. That makes the world chatting really busy, and especially you can use some emojis that make the game getting interesting. The gameplay of Light of Tale New Era is, if you are a solo player, it's okay, because we can invite mercenaries to help us in boss raids. If you don't have any permanent teams, it's quite easy to level up and really fast if you just started the game. The game really optimized really well on any device, even the player on screen is on the limit number. If you just want to enjoy the game and not really focus on reaching the top rank, then this MMORPG is a pay-to-win friendly or no pay-to-win MMORPG if you want to enjoy the game normally. Honor of King's World. Honor of King's World. Seriously, this game is too good for mobile MMORPG. We can clearly see the future of mobile games from this video trailer. Honestly, it's beyond our imagination at all. The graphics are really insane. We will fight with so many huge aggressive monsters with a massive size. Sometimes I feel like we play a Final Fantasy game in multiplayer combat. We can fight together with another online player in a real-time multiplayer. When we are in combat, we are allowed to hold the skill longer to release more damage to the monster. Every time the Honor of King's World reveals their gameplay footage, we will easily feel amazed by the visual. While exploring the stunning world, we can do a high jump and swimming under the water and see how clear the ocean is. There are some weapons available to equip, which are staff, bow, sword, or rune for magician and gunslinger. Seriously, all players should know this game will exist on Android iOS. I'm pretty sure it has become the most anticipated MMORPG now. Soul Chronicle. Soul Chronicle. I'm pretty sure actually many players will skip this one because we can easily find the CP based game or combat power. This game will make the character get the highest level in a flash. Without doing anything, just click that auto button and then we can sit tight and enjoy the movie. I mean the game. This new MMORPG game lets the player have a free mount, which is a horse, for speeding up the movement while exploring the world. I'm looking for the camera setting but I cannot find it. Please let me know in the comments which place it's located, because the view is way too high and it makes the character look so small from top-down view perspective. We can do an auto on every skill. Unfortunately, there's no dash button or dodge button. Usually a player from the Philippines and Indonesia would love to play this kind of MMORPG as long as the developers keep the server number lower. Asphalt. Asphalt. This game is absolutely unique. The first time I saw an MMORPG with a shooter-based game. The game allows the player to play in massive numbers, but mostly we will find a sword weapon as the primary equipment. But on Asphalt, we will see all of the players only have guns as the main equipment. We will play against a huge boss monster like dinosaurs, monster crab, and many more. I remember playing this game on the first CBT and it was a bit laggy. And now it seems they already make great progress if we watch from the video footage trailer. There is a unique boss battle mechanism combat we should learn and understand. The boss monster has a weakness when he wants to launch a special skill. Then we must lock the mark on the enemies at all to cancel the boss' ultimate skill. This game has a realistic graphic with perfect character creation and a huge open world map, best of new MMORPG games on Android, iOS and PC. Sky Island Lost Kingdom. Sky Island Lost Kingdom. This new MMORPG only available in Chinese right now. Let me tell you the truth, the total server of this game are 173 servers. Did you think the same as me about the developer are doing? This MMORPG only has 3 main jobs: warrior, wizard and archer. All of the characters don't have any character customization, but only gender selections. The game allows the player to do an autoplay and rotate the camera freely. The skill button will be available from the beginning, so that makes it easier to enjoy the game from the first impression. Try to upgrade your pet, because you will get an assist from him. The stronger the pet, that means the stronger your power will be. Hit 2. Hit 2. Did you know the first version of Hit 1 was an action RPG, the first hack-and-slash game with Unreal Engine on mobile? But now, the developers upgrade the game to become a multiplayer massive RPG or MMORPG. Hit 2 is a cross-platform game between Android, iOS and PC. The game has a very stunning landscape with a high mountain side around. The world map is absolutely wide, but don't worry because we can move to the other places through the teleport and it costs some gold. There are 6 classes we can pick. They are Berserker with his great sword or one-handed sword, Warrior with his sword and shield, Magician, Support, Archer and of course the Assassin. Unfortunately, there is no character creation. We can change the appearance when we get fully character skins. It's not based on the gear that we equip on. The best high graphic MMORPG on Android, iOS and PC. Dragon and Home. Dragon and Home. This game is absolutely what MMORPG should be in the Roblox genre. The game has a very rich concept and beautiful world. We can create our own world that depends on what to make. It's totally a sandbox MMORPG that is given the player freedom of creation. Farming and planting, fishing, swimming, mining, playing a minigame, create your own house and many more activities we can do. Such interesting features that all included become one. But the main goal is to craft your equipment for a better grade to kill the monster around. Make a team up with the other player to kill the huge bosses and hunt the monster together. Honestly, it has the best graphic of MMORPGs in the Roblox category. Ragnarok Origin Global. Ragnarok Origin Global. This game is really good. Unfortunately, the developers keep launching some of the new server. They must be merged with the server to keep the player alive and busier. So, I suggest you to play in the new server because a lot of veterans players will move into the new servers. Just let you know, Ragnarok is one of the legendary MMORPG in the world that was really famous and popular. The first time you play on the mobile version, you will notice everything has the same experience and vibes. The music, the construction design and places, the character mechanism is really what Ragnarok I know. We will focus on build up the character status by the job point and attribute points, so it totally depends on your character expectation. We will be able to change the job on a certain level. I prefer to play this game in auto mode while I'm working. The best Ragnarok MMORPG Android iOS. Zenonia Chrono Break. Zenonia Chrono Break. My most favorite game when I was childhood is Zenonia. It was a pixel graphic, but suddenly the new series with way much better graphic came to mobile. It's called Zenonia Chrono Break MMORPG game. This game was made by Korean developers, which is Korean developers is the top tier games company on mobile right now, and I'm super happy with it. The gameplay of this new MMORPG is we can do a PvP in a huge number of players and become of a massive war. I can clearly see most of the skill is quite flashy with colorful visuals. The main character of Zenonia series comes with a huge sword or two-handed sword. Honestly, the character design is really impressive. but also it has other classes like an archer, mage, assassin and fighter. Make a party to join the world boss raid. Absolutely the best upcoming MMORPG on Android iOS. Dragoness Mobile. Dragoness Mobile. This MMORPG has its own server, so we must know it before we start playing this game. The game is actually the same as the first Dragoness version, but we can level up our character faster, which is this game is good for nostalgic, not for a grinding actually. This MMORPG has a nice combat mechanism. We must focus on the enemy's break gauge limit when it reaches the limit. Then we cannot offend the enemy ultimate skill and the boss is getting undefeatable. So we must keep attacking the enemy until it breaks, then they will become vulnerable condition. This is the right timing to hit the enemy. Actually this is kind of a dungeon based MMORPG genre. Taurus MMORPG. Taurus MMORPG. This MMORPG Taurus suddenly attract more players to wait for this game because finally we have a new MMORPG that has a Western style design. Honestly, this game reminds me of Warcraft Mobile. The character design, the races option is really World of Warcraft Mobile like. Seriously, I have a very good feeling if this game will become the most played MMORPG because most of the players already have the generic MMORPG type like anime or chibi style. Then this game will be interesting just like Albion Mobile. Taurus allows the player to attack the enemy while moving. These features really make the combat way more realistic at all. Every skill needs an energy and cooldown skill before it ready to release. The best upcoming MMORPG game on Android iOS. Mabinogi Mobile. Mabinogi Mobile. I will keep making the video of the Mabinogi MMORPG game because until now we don't have any news about it. I need more players to comment about Mabinogi Mobile so the developers will show up and tell us how the development progress is. Mabinogi Mobile is set in the medieval era. The village and the ambience look so natural. The way of the NPC walking around really makes the village alive. Mabinogi Mobile is a MMORPG open world where we can do survival skill like chopping the tree or cutting down the tree with an axe, mining the stone in the tunnel and hunt the boss monster. There are some classes I can totally see: the warrior or paladin, archer and magician. Riding a horse as the mount is possible while exploring the world of Mabinogi Mobile, the best upcoming MMORPG Android iOS.